Hi everybody! Look what I made from supposed to be a wind chime kit. I'm going to show you how I put mine together so that you can make your own. I'm Vicky from the Purple Penguin Craft Room. Let's jump right in and get started.
Briefly go over what's in this. This is a DIY wind chime from Dollar Tree is what this is. It's a little packet, like I said, I got from Dollar Tree. It's got the Sandcastle, which we are going to use. We're going to be using some nautical rope, some other things. It's got the three little metal pieces for the wind chime part. We are not going to be using those. It's got some string. Probably not going to be using that. For sure not going to be using that. It's got a really wonky paintbrush. Definitely not going to be using that. These little mini paints. This is so cute. Brown, pink, and yellow. Apparently that's all you get. Not going to be using those. These little balls are something from my stash. It's got a little bead in it. That's kind of potential. This was my stuff. It also had these wood pieces, round with circles, holes in it, and then a leaf with holes in it. And that's pretty much all that came in it. So we're only using, for the most part, we're using the sandcastle part, and that's pretty much it. The rest of it's kind of wonky. You can use it whatever if you want. We're going to be using some nautical rope. We're going to be using a Jenga block. These are some pretty cool looking shells. We're going to be using some shells. And this little piece of fabric, kind of random. We're going to be making a little wood sign for our project, and we have these this beveled wood base. The Dollar Tree had these at one time. I've seen them at Michael's. I've seen them at Joann's. I've seen them all over the place, even Walmart. Um, I typically cut my own wood, but I happen to have this in my stash, so I'm going to use it. But beveled ovals is it's a thing. You can get them wherever, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can do cardboard, you can do cardstock, you don't have to do a base at all if you don't want to. I liked the base, but I'm going to flip it over. We're going to flip it over on its back. So this is really the bottom, because the decorative bevel is supposed to be the top, but I like using it. Sometimes I use it this way. And what we're going to do is just take our nautical rope and we're going to tuck it in that beveled edge and kind of give us a little border. How cute is that, right? To make it more of a kind of beachy theme kind of thing. So we'll do that in a minute. Oh, actually, we should probably do that first. Now I think about it. I do tape my ends when I cut these. This is obviously, it's not a full piece. I did get this from the Dollar Tree. But I tape the ends just because it frays like crazy, like you wouldn't believe. We're going to be using our tacky glue. Good old tacky glue is what we're going to be using on this project. I am going to I have clear tape on this, and it's just a little bit. There's only from here to here. I'm going to leave that on, because I feel like as soon as I undo that, that's going to be trouble. So we're gonna leave that on. I could probably peel it off later after we get everything situated, I'm sure. So we're gonna go ahead with the glue around the base of this thing. It is kind of too big to stick all the way underneath this, which is fine. We're just gonna kind of jam it up as close as possible. Doesn't have to be all the way underneath. I mean, actually, we could jam it underneath and then it would just be raised up, but I kind of like it like that. Get out the big scissors. Normally I have my little scissors around, but this is going to require the big scissors for this. We're going to bring in our sandcastle friend. I want to go ahead and let's paint it. Let's paint it up. No, I like white sand. Love white sand. That always reminds me of like a fancy a really warm beach. I'm in Washington State, and our beaches are not white at all. I will tell you that straight up right now. Our beaches look nothing like white beaches at all. They are very, very gray and kind of funky. Um, we're going to take this beach or this sandcastle, and we're going to put it as a kind of a sandy brown. We're going to go with sandy brown on this castle. Just because. And you don't have to stay in the lines if you don't want to. I probably am not going to stay in the lines. It's crazy. And I've got a dark brown. Oh, I'm sorry. The light brown that I used was honey brown. Sorry about that, you guys. Deco Art honey brown was the light brown that I used. Um, this is a real brown. It's a dark, really dark brown, much darker. And I kind of wanted to do the windows and doors and things, so it makes it look like they go inward, but I didn't want them to be black. I wanted them to be the dark brown. Okay, next I want to bring in this really light blue. This is Sky Mist. Sky Mist is this light, really light blue. And I think I want to do the outs line. I wasn't going to originally, but I am going to do it. I change my mind later. It's fine. We can do something else. Shovel. I had to go with an orange. I don't know why. I just felt like shovel should be orange. Um, and it's Jack o' Lantern. Jack o' Lantern orange. Right. I like the orange. Okay, like I said, I wanted to bring in a little wood sign, and we're gonna say beach on this sign. And this is just a little wood sign. I actually got it from the wood pile section, Hobby Lobby. That came with a bunch of them, but it's just basically a little piece of wood that's kind of scraggly. This is just any kind of little stick or anything like that. Little dowel. We're going to be using our Waverly Antique Wax, and we're just going to make them darker, obviously. We're going to stain them. The stain effect. With a baby wipe here. We don't need a lot because it is not a very big piece here. Obviously, if you can't find these little wood, they're actually called little wood sign pieces. If you can't find them, um, don't fret. Just make your own. And if you don't even want to start looking for them, just make your own. Just make your own. You find you could probably just use the end of a popsicle stick and just kind of rough it up, make it look like it's supposed to be like a sign. And you could use like a toothpick. You wanted a little wood piece. You can't find any little mini wood dowel things. Toothpick would work. A piece of a skewer would work. A twig from outside, that would work too. So we want our little sandcastle to go on here. Obviously, it's not going to stay with this. It is not flat by any means. You know what? we need to paint the back. I do not like the fact it's got this stuff on the back here. Um, let's just take our sand color. Same color we used for the sand. We're just gonna paint the back. Okay, so we're gonna take a Jenga block or any wood piece, extra wood piece you find, whatever, and that's gonna be our backer. That's gonna help our sandcastle stand straight, right? So we want to again take our tacky glue. Now I kind of want it, you see where this is. So we could easily do the center. Well, I don't want to do the center. We want to let's go back a little bit further so that it has the beach in front of our sandcastle, right? So we kind of take it back a notch. Here we go. Like, all right, just like that. Now, to get a little creative with this, we want the sand, right? We want the beach. We're going to go ahead and bring in, I've got spackling. Everybody knows I use spackling, and I like using the spackling. I got mine from the Walmart. I use one of these paint lifters. I absolutely love it because you can't really get in there otherwise, unless you have like a flathead screwdriver. Also helps too. We're just gonna use our finger and get on in this. It's almost like frosting. It's like playing with frosting, you guys. And we're just gonna spread it in here to give it some texture. This will dry hard. You can get the fast drying. You can get the stuff that's, you know, it looks purple until it's dry, you know, whatever. But basically, I kind of want my sand to come up to my sandcastle. So I'm going to put larger amounts closer and just kind of spread it out to the end. We are going to turn this around. And we're going to do the back portion of it too, just to make it look finished and kind of hide our mechanics a little bit. I mean, mechanics, I say Jenga block, basically. All right, see, that's how we look. So you can kind of see, so I got it to come all the way up to the sandcastle base. We did the back too, so you don't see our Jenga block there anymore. We're gonna let that sit. Probably, actually, real quick before we do that, let's put our sign in real quick. We want to write on our sign. Real quick. If I don't have a marker, I'm just gonna use some paint. Just use some basic black paint. The little bitty brush. Each. And whatever. I can change that if we don't like that. But I do want to put it on my little sign here, and we want to stick our little sign. But you know what? I'm thinking I'm just going to stick my little sign in here just so I can get that hole. So we're going to put that little sign right there sticking out, and I'm going to glue that on later. We'll just leave that there now so it's not going to hurt anything. See? So after it's dry, we'll glue that on so that that's on there. But for right now, just just leave it right there. All right. And we'll let that dry. I'd say for about a good, let's say about 3 to 4 hours. Dry and hard, and it comes right up to the castle. The back I kind of left a little messy, not too not too worried about that. But I want to add a little bit more. We want to make this look like the the sand, right? So we're gonna go ahead and paint that light brown again, that honey brown. I think it'll be okay if I miss any of the white as well. Okay, so now that that's all done, definitely looks good. Everything's all matching. We're gonna go ahead now. I want to add some sand. Now I just got just Dollar Tree sand, right? Like nothing special. I do recommend a tray for this. Um, just because you may get a little bit messy with this. This is also from the Dollar Tree. It's just I believe it's called a brownie pan. Again, we're gonna just take our tacky glue and we're gonna just spread it on here. Like so. Now I am using the white tacky glue. There is a clear tacky glue you can do as well, if you don't want to do the white. I know everybody's got their own preferences. And I think I want to go ahead and be sporadic and put some on the castle itself as well. I said this is just your basic sand. You can get sand. I think pretty much all of the craft stores have the sand. Like I said, I even got this from Dollar Tree. And they have colored sand too if you want to get kind of creative with your sand. All right, so that's okay. That's not too bad. I said I'll do a better picture after it's dry a little bit, so you can see a little bit better. Um, not, I don't think I'm gonna do the back. I haven't decided. Um, say the back versus the front. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Um, but there are some little extras I do want to add to this. So for right now, just kind of set this off to the side for just a minute. I do want to do a little beach ball, and I want to add some other things. I got this little piece of fabric, just kind of random, and I kind of was thinking on doing the little flag. It's got the little flag up there, and this is almost kind of I don't know, kind of Christmas-like. But I like this little blue part. So I was kind of thinking, sure how I wanted to kind of do my little flag. Kind of like that is what I was kind of going for. Just kind of bringing in some more texture here. Other elements. Like I said, so there's the little flag now. So cute. Um, oh, we also have to add our little sign, you guys. There's our sign too. We need to know we're at the beach, right? Of course. And then all the other elements, like beach ball wise, I got all these um they were like foam I think they're called foam scatter, but they come in different colors. You can get them all over the place. They come in three different little sizes in this pack, and I just couldn't decide. I'm kind of leaning towards the larger one as the beach ball. And then what I want to do is we want to paint it. I think I want to paint it. I want to add some red to it. So this is the engine red that I like to use. It actually has a dent in it, or flat side, and the foam scatter will do that just because people kind of squish them sometimes. Oh, which actually kind of might work in my favor on this particular thing. Just want to do red. And then I think I'm going to bring in my white. I like to use light buttermilk, just kind of like an off-white color. Kind of cream. I have to decide where I want my beach ball. I'm kind of thinking we're going to set him right there. There we go. Got a little beach ball going. I was bringing, I've got a whole bunch of this little um, seashells. I've got like micro seashells. These are teeny tiny. Kind of be sporadic. I have some little bit large ones. You know, if you don't have access to shells, I believe Hobby Lobby has a section that's kind of dedicated to kind of like ocean shells and different random things too. And every once in a while, I think you can find them at even at Dollar Tree has like little packs that you can get as well. So keep an eye out for those. These are all, I feel like they're just too big for my product. I was trying to keep things small. And then you can add, different things, add your own kind of touch to it. Super cute, you guys. I might add a little more sand to this. I don't know. I'm gonna let the paint dry or the glue dry and kind of see where else I might want to kind of touch it up or whatnot. But this is a really super cute little project. Just kind of remind you a little bit of the beach and the ocean kind of thing. Super cute. You could add a little bucket if you can find a little bucket or something to go with your little shovel. Super cute, you guys. Keep on coming back to the Purple Penguin Craft Room and happy crafting.